Alright, we're gonna find out who you really are, Mr. Affabee. I'm gonna use Google. Let's find out. Who is Eric Affabee?
Hello, I'm R.L. Stine. I write the Goosebumps books.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Goosebumps HorrorTown playthrough. This is part 2 to the horrific R.L. signs in the game. Holy shit, he is here. Oh my god. Be hype. Papa's in the house. Yeah, as I probably teased in the beginning here, Affabee is the clever way of them putting R.L. Stine into the game. And a lot of people pretty much knew this ahead on, where basically he was the guy from this introduction here, from the beginning of the episode. So, yeah, that's another nod to kind of put into there, so you pretty much know where they're getting their inspiration from. So you might be asking then, why is it that they decided to go with Eric Affabee instead of doing it like R.L. Stine or this R.L., you know, kind of like what we were hinting at the game? Well, there's two reasons. The first one, new team. They had no idea that this happened before because they just came onto this project and they had no idea what the lore like we have. So there's that. They didn't understand what was going on beforehand. And the second reason is because of legality issues. And here's something of an interesting fact that you may not know. So, back in 2020, if you recall, during the Phantom of the Auditorium update, there was this, in one of the quests, there was this quote here.
That's it. Curly, stop writing those nonsensical stories and give me the computer. I'm trying to ground seed into this thing.
It isn't a computer, it's a laptop. And they aren't only stories. They are stories to give the player
Yeah, whatever. Just give me that thing. Now!
Slappy's so annoying. He always gets when he wants, you know.
You wanna know something interesting? It sounded so off. That's because Curly was actually going to be R.L. Stine. And this was R.L. Stine talking to Slappy, not Curly. And I know this because I actually got to see R.L. Stine look, what he looks like if he was in the game as far as a dialogue portrait-wise. Which is interesting. You get to see R.L. Stine in HorrorTown, what he would look like. And originally that was going to be the thing where they kind of had, oh, here he is, and that was the old content director, and well, they decided to go with the Scholastics on this, and they were like, no. Because turns out, when it comes to other people's likenesses, you have to have their permission, and there are legalities of that type of stuff there. That's why when it comes to characters that's based off of people or anything like that, they can't look exactly like they do portrayed by the actor. They have to look somehow different, hence why a lot of the stuff in-game, they tend to look slightly different from their counterpart, but kind of have that kind of looks familiar, you know? So, yeah, that's why Affabee is the way he is. And, yeah, Affabee is a clever little nod to the whole, his past, because he has different pen names, and one of them happened to be Eric Affabee, which is in a lot of books, like G.I. Joe's and, you know, Dungeons and Dragons and things of that nature, so it's kind of makes it interesting, to say the least, of that stuff there. Now then, the only thing posted was, at this time, was a thing for Eric Affabee that's basically the introduction of like, hey, meet this guy. He's a weird guy, isn't he? He's kind of bizarre. Why is he here? Who knows? So there's that. But I want to make a clarification. Remember when I said that there wasn't an email that was sent to me? Well, I lied. It turns out it was sent way later. And I wouldn't show you much of information, but I'll give you a small screenshot of just some of the words and dialogues you can have there, so, you know, it's nothing too fancy and special. However, I wanted to showcase two things. One of them is this was the picture they provided within the town to give you the preview of what to expect, as well as Affabee on the side there, which is cool. But the other one I wanted to point out, which you probably saw, was this here. For some strange reason, we have this time to remember your favorite books from the saga, and it looks like it's a book of it came from Ohio. Remember that little weird glitch that happened in the thing? Something tells me they were going to try to put the books back in there, and it didn't come out the way they wanted. So hopefully by the time we see back in October, they would fix the issue and they would get everything kind of up and running. So yeah, I guess the books are coming back. So be hyped for that by the looks of things. So yeah, I think I've talked on long enough to basically kind of prolong the episode per se. But I do want to mention that as of the recording of this video, I mentioned how I was like, "Oh, I'm exactly away, like 900 things away." Well, now I'm at 950 away from. Actually, I lied. Even to this point, it's like 60 something. So yeah, I'm 40 away before I get to the 1,000, and I have no idea what to do when we get to 1,000. Like, what would be a special kind of thank you video? I don't know. I have to think about it, but I'm sure I'll make a big stink about it, like I did with back in the camp event when I was halfway there, which I was like, damn, I progressed since then. Wow. But I digress. Anyways, I talked on long enough, so let's dive into this gameplay. This is taking place the same day when the event hit, on July the 21st of 2022.
Welcome back into part 2. This one is going to be interesting to see how long. I'm going to try to split this into 3 parts, most likely, like I did with the last one. But, like we last left off, we're going to now look into getting the new character, Affabee. And I love the fact it costs 3,030 coins to basically to put the 30/30 thing here. So that's interesting. The writer's mansion. So this is what this looks like here. Interesting look to the building. I guess it's supposed to be based off of the artwork that I mentioned before. So I guess we got that going on here. So let's put this down. Yeah, so now we got that going on here. When we click on this button, we get Mr. Affabee. So let's just see what happens. There he is, Eric Affabee. Hooray, look at that, happiness. And there he is. I'm going to be walking back and forth. My God, look at this guy. He looks so creepy. He's just all covered in black and he has his suitcase on. Man, a lot of people looked at the silhouette and be like, ooh, I wonder who that is. And like literally, nothing's changed with the guy. He literally looks like his silhouette. So nothing, like, God, who knows what this guy's supposed to be. So there's a bunch of stuff this guy does. Okay, you know what? Wow. Wow, okay. So I guess there goes any of that. So much for the crafting, I guess. That would have been interesting. I guess I must have mentioned this before, but yeah, there you go. A bunch of stuff. Before I forget, let me go on here. See his profile near the end, just because I wanted to make sure. Yeah, so he's just normal here, just like his profile. However, in the small one over here, he has his little happy face on there. But yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff to look at, and I guess we got a bunch of stuff here. Interesting. So we got a lot of references and things like that, and it's gonna take a lot of night. Ooh, okay. I guess I'm gonna have, in order to keep him here, I'm gonna have to bring a thing nearby. So I'm gonna have to buy a table, a chair necessarily. I'm trying to see if I can find the right one. I don't think it's a classic park bench. I think it might be a normal, the rusted park bench. Hold on, which park bench do you need? Yeah, so it's the one with no handles. All right, let's see if I can find this here. The one with no handles. The park bench? Yeah, I think that's what he wants. Alright, so you got your park bench near you, so you're gonna stay here. I don't want you venturing off to the land, Nangju. I want you to stay in your little hidey hole while I look at all your stuff. So, we got a bunch of stuff here. So, let's see what he has. So, he has Creating Nightmares, A Happy Guy. Oh god, I can only imagine what that's gonna be like. Release the monsters, take notes, read some books. So read some books. Oh, okay. Well, I guess read some books means that it's gonna be basically the last thing. So once I do read some books, that's it. He's basically off on his own. So say goodbye to any of this stuff here. So we're gonna have him create nightmares. So let's just do that right now. But no, buddy, where you going? No, no, you're not supposed to leave. I gave you your stupid bench. It's right here. God, wrong bench. God, and I don't know where he went. God. Oh, man, why do you do this to me, man? Oh my God, look at him. He's towering over everybody. He's huge. God, this guy's a monster. I just realized this now. Look at everybody. Look at every normal human being, and then look at this guy. Look how big this guy is. Gee, he's a monster. oh God. Oh no. Where did he go? Is he still slowly running away from me? God, I did this so much. I made it so that, God, the other guy, what was it, Dr. Gray, he stayed his own, but no, you're just like, nah, I'm gonna go do my own thing, because screw you, Grim. Which bench are you gonna go into, huh? What, you gonna go to this one over here, the one, are you serious? I gave you a bench, and this is what you do to me? Thanks a lot. Yeah, God. There's him typing away. So I guess we get to see what this looks like. And interesting. So he has his little briefcase, and it has a little typewriter inside there. And weird stuff is going on. All right. Well, that's interesting. Well, thanks a lot, man. So much for keeping you locked up. I guess you're showing your godly powers. I guess. I don't know if you have any godly powers, but it might as well at this point because of what you did. You know what? Well, you know what? Screw you. I have your house. I'm keeping it inside the little area, so you can't go in your home anymore. No, you don't have any tasks to go in your home, but you know what? Screw you. You don't get to go in your home. How do you like that? Huh? He's just so, like, the desk is so tiny. The table, oh, God. You're making me stutter now, man. Why did you do that to me? You ruined me so much. He's gonna go type array. Give me some gooey energy, so at least that gives me that. So, yeah. God, look at that smile. Look at that smug. He knows what he did. God, you ruined it for me. Here I was supposed to do something nice, but no. You just had to go ahead and just do this. Man. Oh, God. This just ends me, Like, why? Why would you do that to me? You really just... Oh, God. Ah, Mr. Affabee, what am I gonna do with you? God. You just type away with whatever you're doing here. It just looks like you're smashing the keyboards with your hands. But I'm not gonna bother with the animation so much. We do have this too, by the way, so I guess let's grab this at least. So at least we got that going on. There, at least we got that. At least this works. So we got the 3 items, and then we also got a bunch of other stuff too. So let me just put some balloons down. How many balloons do I need to put down? At least 4 more, so at least I get to keep that. So I guess let's do the balloon stuff first, because we already got that stuff. So you know what? You can have your stupid balloons. Here's your stupid balloons. Here you go, Mr. Affabee. Use your dumb balloons. There. So now we just have to wait for the gooey energy to be done, and then we can continue on. Also, horror anniversary for HorrorTown. It's just kind of... I always look at HorrorTown as this one word. I know it's like 2, but, I just like... It's weird. Anyways. Let's just put this stuff down. So, God, this is a huge tutorial thing. With the monster heads. Gotta love how they did that there. So we got the crab monster. So I guess I gotta find out where to put this guy. And then of course we have the dragon statue, which is here. There you go. So then we only have 1, 2 statues left. So really, we just have like 2 more So why does Karoo, the snowman, the crab monster, and the dragon, how come they get special statues yet everyone else does not? You know, like if you look over here, right? Let's just look at this. Let's look at the little crafting area, shall we? Let's go to the crafting. There you go. Okay, so we have the mummy, which is the wrong mummy, by the way. That's like the mummy from 2000s, but that's not like whatever. We have chicken, which, you know, I'm wondering what that's there. We have this, which is the squeezers, which that's in there. We have the snow monster, which I guess makes sense. We have the dragon thing, and look, we have what looks like it came from Ohio. I wonder why that's being referenced there. I guess it's what, because it glitched out here. Was that what they wanted to do with the book? They wanted to just kind of have that be there. Why did that happen, by the way? That's kind of weird, but all right, whatever. It gives me materials to kind of work with, but oh god. So I guess so much for the crafting. I mean, the crafting is like it's so juvenile at this point. I guess, you know what? There's no complaints here. I guess that's what puts me out of my job, because what else am I gonna do? Oh yeah, woo. How do you craft? Oh, don't worry about that. That's already done for. You don't need to worry about that. You know, we got stuff going on, but yeah, things are happening. I love the fact that this abandoned crypt is actually kind of cool looking for an item. And the promenade is just, you know, I love how the promenade just got dilapidated and just turned into this monstrosity, and they're like, you know what, nah, we're not going to change it. We're just going to stay as is because we can't be bothered anymore. It's whatever. It's whatever now. Who cares? All right, well, there you go. I guess I'll come back once the story's done. So this is going to be a little while, so give me a sec on that. You know, I wonder what this guy is writing on his little typewriter here. I mean, it could be anything. Maybe it could be memoirs. It could be like a bit of a story. But you know what? I'm going to throw something out here. I think I know what he's writing. He's writing a scary story. And I think it's going to be about a killer tree. And the motive to this tree being a killer is probably because his best friend got turned into a door. And he got mad about it. and that's why the kid's getting harassed by this tree, because his best friend is the door to the house. That's my feeling on it. And getting a lot of, okay, you know what, I'm gonna be sooner or later I will be talking about this stuff. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't, I don't know. But let's just have him do this and continue on with the story.
What unusual assortments of balloons, Slappy.
Yeah, I know. We got a red balloon, an eyeball. We got a happy face. And it's like it's referencing a whole lot of stuff. In fact, the red balloons are probably referencing this.
I knew it! I knew I came up with that first!
And the happy balloons, most likely referencing this.
You know what that means. Balloons.
But hey, that just might be me. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, well, I wanted to do something final for the occasion. Just a special thank you to the McDonald's benefactor of HorrorTown.
Oh, you Slappy. I know you like that. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have it any other way unless you did something rotten.
Ah, yes. The one responsible for all the town's improvements in the past few years.
Yes. You're talking about me, right? I think that's what you're talking about. Maybe there's some other person, like this mysterious figure who's walking across the screen. My god, he's spooky.
To think that without you, player, we would never have been able to build a school or open up a public library.
I know, and thank Lucy Del Rio being the first ever person who came into the town, the human of all things. And thank you, Curly, for coming back from the game. I know there was like a weird hiatus thing that happened, but I'm glad you're back now. Please don't leave me.
Or discover the mummies that lay along the crash zone.
Oh yeah, I love that scene so much. It's a shame that he got forgotten as soon as a lot of other important things came in. Like, it's like, yeah, he's great and all, but then everyone's just like, he's like 10 seconds, he doesn't scare anybody anymore.
But no use just reminiscing, right? Let's see what the mayor has planned for us on this gruesome special day.
Yes, Mayor Johnson, who also became a monster, I think, at some point. Kinda. But, you know, she's embraced the monstrosity that is HorrorTown. Yay, we did it. I can't wait to see what Affabee's whole story is, and to see more of his animation, which I have an idea what I want to do next, but hold on.
So, my dear HorrorTowners, as a treat to you all, for our 30th anniversary, we've decided to give you a little surprise.
Oh, what's that surprise, Mayor? Is it like all your other surprises? Is it all gonna go backfire and horribly wrong? I really hope so!
We've invited a very talented writer to write our very own HorrorTown horror book. With the earnings, we'll open a brand new library.
You mean you've already opened a library, and you're hoping that this will help pay the cost of that library you just built on the promenade, that you just kind of bulldozed over the graveyard that used to live there. Actually, whatever happened, why did that turn into a graveyard at some point? The promenade, poor promenade, man, it just suffered so much.
A library? But we already have one of those. I thought this would be a fun surprise.
Yeah, Dustin's right. Mormon's out of a job. To be fair, that's a public library. This is a special library. It has all the spooky Goosebump books.
Come on, Dustin. I've told you 100 times. Books are fun. And the library we have really needs some updating.
Yeah, hint, hint, Mortman. Get to it, you lazy bum. Put some more books in there. The kids need to read them books.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
You know damn well what that meant, you frumpy old man.
Alright, everyone. He'll be here any minute, and I'd like all of you to be nice and ready to give him a very warm welcome.
By the way, Mayor, where did you get this guy, and why is he out of the blue? Why is he so scary? I already have him walking my town, and he's like a giant. Build the writer's mansion, place 2 cursed books. Well, now, I guess I can do that. Let's see here. We got the best book, Haunted Mask, there we go. The Scarecrow Walks at Midnight, The Calling All Creeps, Monster Blood, and One Day in Horrorland. And One Day in Horrorland is the remade version, and not the original one. See, I know my things. I know my Goosebump lore. Very interesting that they put that in there. Those are the 5 books, the 5 cursed books, by the way. Let's see this. By the way, all these have been updates into the game, kinda, except for, well, I mean, no, technically yes, but not really Horrorland per se. So that's interesting. I mean, unless this is their hint of subtlety that something's on the horizon. I mean, we haven't gotten the full Horrorland fiesta, but who knows? Yeah, let's have the cursed books here for now. All right, let's put another one down. Let's buy some more because why not? I'm rich.
Now, everyone, please meet Eric Affabee. He will be compiling all of our supernatural or paranormal stories into a book. Mr. Affabee, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, and make sure it's not as boring as Zawitz was.
Hello. Please do not disturb me when I'm writing. You don't want to be in my bad books.
Again, this guy's creepy. I don't like him. His eyeballs are so, like, they're giant deadlights. The eyes, they seize, they do.
And I should warn you, if you choose to read my stories, beware, you're in for a scare.
He says the tagline to the storybook and everything, and he has a happy smile. Look at him. He's a very happy guy. He's not spooky at all. I'm starting to regret having him in my town already. He already destroyed the laws of physics by ignoring me. I feel like I've unleashed a monster that I have not known thus far. I'm scared.
Not exactly an open book, this Eric Affabee, right? But I'm sure he has something truly grisly in store.
Yeah, I wonder too, Curly. I guess we're gonna have to find out sooner or later. Hey, part 2's done, so now I get to go to part 3.
Strange man, isn't he? I couldn't even see his face. He was so secretive and reserved and tall.
Thank you! So I'm not insane. He is a tall guy. Oh, God. I have a theory on this type of stuff, but I'll hold my reserves for now. I'll eventually kind of like I'm gonna shut up now.
That's probably because he has too many stories to tell.
Ain't you funny?
Haha, very funny. But seriously, I'm not so sure I like him. There's something off about him.
What, a tall guy wearing all black and hiding his hands and his face and everything like that, to the point where he seems very scary and all of a sudden and he seems to have magical powers and you're scared of him? Nah, there's nothing to worry about, child. Everything's fine and dandy and happy sign and rainbows at the land of horror. Oh no. Unless that's his plan. Unless he's gonna Susie Snowflake this place.
You talking about me?
Oh God! Run, kids, run! Stranger danger!
I didn't see you there.
Oh, I'm just taking in my surroundings. Getting into the groove. Enjoying the celebration.
Taking notes. Obtain poison milkshakes. Man, you know, I really am just gonna say this right now. I hope I did his voice justice. I have an idea of what I was going to do. I mean, this is just... I don't know what Postgrim is going to be doing when he's editing this video. But I'm assuming he did a good job. Because, Lord knows, this is still day 1. It hasn't gone to day 2 yet. I mean, maybe it has. No, it hasn't. It's still 4 more hours. Hold on, 4 more hours. Let's see here. So, 9... 10, 11, 12, oh God, so it is 1 o'clock. Great! That's not going to be happy for my part, whatever. Okay, so, calling all people who are watching this, I'm probably going to say this in my part, the Crafting 101, but please record the final ending to the thing, because Lord knows, I'm not going to be able to do it. Alright, get the milkshake. Okay, cool. Who else can do this? I got Sharon, but we also have... Wait, is that it? Is that the only people who can actually do this? Give me a sec. Well, I know Sharon. Oh, you know, there's a lot of other characters that can do that for me, but I can't for the life of me remember. Did she do this? No, she doesn't. I thought she did. Alright. Oh, yeah, Slappy. I'm glad you're done with your thing. But sorry, buddy. Go back, burn your books. Yeah, burn more books. Give me more of that manuscripts. Those sweet, sweet currency. I need some currency. I need so much. Oh, yes. Alright. So, can I find... Let's see if I can find Sharon in the best of nothingness. Unless I passed her already, which I hope I didn't. But I love how some of these characters just kind of stayed in their little areas here. Like, this is their home now. I know they walk around randomly, but it's like every time. Oh yeah, by the way, hello you. What are you doing? No, you're not going to be walking around just for now. Taking notes. Oh, it is a new animation. Okay. It gives me Mummy's Mayhem. Cool, I need that. Alright, take notes then. I'm going to hold off because I don't know if you're going to be stationary or this is a walking thing. I guess we're going to find out. And now. Oh, it is a walking thing. Okay, cool. Give me a sec, man. Let me click on you. Good. That's the one thing I'll say that you're huge, that you're able to kind of just click on and just watch you kind of go. While I click around while you do your surroundings. You have your little notebooks there too. Man, I wonder what the notebook looks like. Maybe it has some... Maybe it's something... Like, maybe it's not that spooky. Maybe it has some nice little, like, kitty cats and decorations and stuff like that. Hint, hint. I digress, but yeah, I'll take that as a consideration. But we'll see what happens here. Whatever. He's just gonna be doing his thing, riding around town, doing whatever. Where was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to find Sharon. Sharon, where are you, ghost girl? Where'd you be? I need you to do something for me. Oh, yeah, and I probably mentioned this in my Crafting 101, but I love the fact that Dr. Gray is the one that drops you the alien book. Like, okay, yeah, I see what you did there. Funny man. Funny man, Thomas. Classy. Meanwhile, these two are just going to be looking for clues because everyone else can't be bothered. They can't be bothered. They're too busy with the big cake and the nice library that the terrifying library, I should say. And yeah, so we're getting some poison milkshakes. So yeah, we need Sharon. By the way, I got myself distracted. I'm sorry. There you are. Hey, yeah, give me some of that. Where were you? By the way. Oh, you're doing that. Cool. Who else can do that for me? Let's find out. No. Come on. Okay, Mortman. Oh, Mortman, where you be? There you are. Hello. Read some books. Thank you. Goodbye. Right, well, that's going to be a little while for me to do stuff, but yeah, we got to see a second animation with him taking notes. Very interesting indeed. Man, I wonder when I'm going to just spill the beans. I don't know if I already did it, and I'm just wasting my time because I don't know what posts Grim has done, or is he waiting for the final part to do it? I guess I'll find out eventually when I do the editing, and eventually whatever. I'm going to make my decision soon enough, I guess. That the clip's getting long, so I got to end it now. So, we got the season event, 29 days, and we got this nice picture of our boy Affabee there. But I just want to point something out here that I did not realize at first until I realized this. But you keep on bringing up this. Okay, so, alright, living cereal. Now, at first when I saw this, I thought, oh, it's like Cheerios, but with eyeballs in there. No. If you look closely, there are eyeballs on the Cheerios. Like, oh, aren't you funny? Oh, I see what you're referencing there. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now I get why the cereals thing is here. I was, like, wondering, why is the ballot... Like, why is the breakfast stuff here? And I'm like, oh, okay, now I get it. Also, the murder bug, I think I know where that's coming from, too. But I don't know. It's just... Man, you really liked that video, didn't you? Whatever. Alright, so we're close to getting the poison milkshake stuff done. So, I should be back in a few minutes. Hopefully. I mean, I say a few minutes, but realistically, it's going to be hours because I'm taking my time with coming in and out. I mean, I got so much time. There's not really anything for me to kind of go, oh, I need to go now, right? So, yeah, see you in whenever. Okay, I've decided to drop the facade of, I wonder what Eric Affabee is, and at the end of part 4. So we got that going on here. With that in mind, I guess I forgot to do this. Sorry. There we go. We got that done. Alright, so now let's continue on and finishing part 3 to go into part 4. And once we're done with part 4, I'll drop the act.
Hey guys! Have you tried the milkshake? They make my inside burn like heck, but other than that, they're great!
I don't think that's a good sign, Dustin. I'm glad you're happy about it, though.
Oh, hey, Dustin. We were just talking about Mr. Affabee.
Huh? Who's that?
He's the writer the mayor invited into the town. I mean, did you not pay attention, boy?
The writer, Dustin! Keep up!
Yeah, Lucy's obviously pissed off. Rightfully so.
Oh, forget about him. Just enjoy the celebration, will you?
Yeah, it's not every year, every day that franchise turns 30. Normally, they wouldn't even survive that long. Yay, we did it. We got that. So now, last part. So once we got into this part 4, I will drop the act.
Oh, Agatha, I don't know about this guy. He seems a little creepy.
Coming from you for HorrorTown, that's saying something.
Well, if you ask me, I think he's a doll. I've always had a thing for writers.
Oh no. Watch out, Eugene. Not only are you losing your library, but you might be losing your woman, too.
Excuse me? You think that guy is good looking? He's a freak!
I mean, he's huge. Yeah, so, I mean, he's not wrong on that front.
A freak? You think so?
Speaking of the fact he just comes out of nowhere, like, he's creepy, man.
Oh, I didn't mean to sound disrespectful, but you look a little too mysterious with your trench coat and your hat, and, Oh, but don't you judge a book by its cover, Mr. Mortman. You know I'm just a happy guy.
And what better way to end my happy day than with a Happy Meal?
Yeah, he's a happy guy. Look at that happy face he got on there. Let me guess what his next animation is going to be that we're going to have to do, huh? Yeah, as I thought. Be a happy guy. Alright, we're going to do that. Alright, let's see this. Be a happy guy and get a balanced breakfast out of it. Alright, let's see. Oh. Oh no. Why are you staring at me? That is creepy. He's breaking the fourth wall. He's staring into my soul. I don't like this at all. And the happy balloons are not even helping either. They're staring at me too. You know what's missing is he doesn't have his happy face on. If he had his happy face on, that would be perfect. But yeah, no, this guy is creepy, 100%. But you know what better way? You know, what was it? I guess it's the Thursday today. That means we get balloons. Oh no. God, they are having too much fun with this, aren't they? Oh, so we just need to get the living cereal. So that's with this here. So yeah, the living cereal with eyeballs on them. I like to pretend as if they're alive so I can eat them, and I don't know what the quote was exactly. But it's like, I like to pretend like I eat Cheerios because because they're Cheerio like me. Come on. Affabee's a very charming man. Oh God, this has gone too much. Yeah, so we got the mayor. Give me my cereal, mayor. Eat some more balanced breakfast by eating a living Cheerios. They know what they know they're being consumed. So yeah, that sucks to be them, but oh well. It has to be done. You know what I mean? Right. So we got a bunch of stuff here to do. So I think yeah, I've yet to do the crafting 101, so I'm gonna have to do that, I guess, at some point. So there's that. Yeah. So yeah, he's quite a happy guy. let's go back to him, by the way. Let's just see this. Yeah, there he is. He's the only... Him and Slappy were the only characters that stare into the player, breaking the fourth wall. And for Slappy's case, we never got that animation back because it was too spooky. This guy, on the other hand, nah. He's just staring into your soul. He's a happy guy. Well, I think I timed this properly. So if I were to click this, I would get one of the living cereals, which is nice. So now we just need to go to the mayor, which I believe is right here. Yeah, and she must give me the last one. She did. So now let's go to our special guest here. Once we're done with this, and then we go to part 5, I'll drop the act.
This Eric Affabee is causing quite a commotion, isn't he?
Oh, yes. I have an ominous feeling about all this.
Oh, if only you knew who he was, Slappy. You might have said or do something different. Just like in the movies.
Though I can't shake off the feeling that I've seen this guy somewhere before.
I know what you mean. I say his face looks familiar, but I haven't actually seen it. But only one thing's for sure. This guy gives me the chills, and I thought you needed skin for that.
There you go. Part 4. We're halfway done with the event. So, let's continue on with this quest, and let's reveal who Affabee really is. If I can click it.
The first story I'm going to write is the one about the truck that crashed here, leaving invaluable relics and horrific monsters.
Oh, you talk about Prince Karu? That's kind of sad with him, by the way. He was the first monster, and he's the useless of the monsters.
But I want to write the true story, so I need to hear it from the people who saw it all happen.
I guess you're gonna have to talk to Lucy and Dustin. They were the only two characters that saw it happen.
So, would you mind telling me exactly what happened?
Oh, never mind. He decided to go talk to the monster himself. Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then what happened?
Murtic and Karu, Runila Nurt.
At least he's talking like he's supposed to and not like English. Wasn't there a point when you talked English at some point? Like proper, like... let's pretend that never happened. Blade's Karu statue, obtain Mummy Mayhem, which, if I'm not mistaken, our friend here can also do. Yes, he can. Take notes. Which I'm going to be doing now. Alright. So, let's go ahead and drop the act with this, and let's talk about it. Yes, a lot of people figured it out already. This is R.L. Stine. The R.L. Stine. The one that's been hinted at for a long time now. And all that stuff and more. So you might be wondering, why on earth... Can I click on the man, please? Why on earth is he going by Eric Affabee? That's just one of his pen names. I probably, depending on which video, I'm not sure if this is in part 2 or is it like in the end of part 3. But at some point in the beginning of the video, you might have already known why and what happened exactly. So I'm not going to go too much in depth with that. But I find it interesting that this is the design they went with the be a homage to the TV series in a sense. And, you know, secretly kind of doing like this. And to be fair... yeah, I think Vampire mentioned that the his house is kind of screwy at the moment. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah, with Stine, it's quite interesting that I've been watching some of the stuff with him, and like there was one night late with R.L. Stine. And, you know, the one with the happy guy. R.L. Stine's a happy kind of guy. he did other stuff like the whole gimmick with that was the fact that it was like, oh, let's do a late night show with special guests every often, so they're to be the ones to host the show. But what I thought was hilarious was at some point you have him kind of coming around saying, telling people, like he did. Oh my God, just watch the man. He's hilarious. He's unintentionally hilarious. Like, there's a reason why he's a humor writer before he became into scaring people and been known for that. But what I found interesting with Stine is that he wrote so many books, especially under the Affabee name. I believe he was written in like probably what looked like fantasy books. I'm not sure if they're like choose your own adventures. If they were, then I could probably see why he got into the whole choose your own adventures or the Give Yourself Goosebumps series. And he also wrote some books for, I believe, the Beast Ride, the real life Beast Ride. And I think, it was the Beast. I don't think it was the Son of Beast. But what was interesting is that he also did some books on like G.I. Joe. So there's that. So yeah, this is the R.L. Stine man, as you could probably see. So I'm just gonna get myself some of this stuff. If you're curious on what to do here, allow me to show off. If it wants to load in, that would be nice. Thank you. Yeah, so we just need newspapers and whatnot. So yeah, should be interesting to talk about. So yeah, that's. God, I cannot believe they got away with this.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will end part 2, going into part 3. And things are going to look exciting. It seems like this weird Mr. Affabee fellow is already starting his work around town. What will be the end result? I wonder what he's up to. And will they find out who this man really is? I guess all these questions and more will come into conclusion to part 3, the finale, of the horrific anniversary. So thank you again for joining me. I've been Grim, and I'll be seeing you next time. So, viewers beware. You're about to be in for a scare.